Hi guys, today we'll show you how to adjust the low and the high beam in Acura RSX. First of all, our low beam is located on the left outside and the high beam is located on the right or on the inside of the light assembly. First of all, we'll show you where the adjustment mechanisms are for that. There are actually a couple of options how you can adjust the light. You can either use the Phillips screwdriver, and the mechanism itself is located right here. So if you insert the screwdriver over there, you will actually see the adjustment mechanism, and by turning the screwdriver you will be able to adjust the height of the beam. If you remove the screwdriver, this is where the adjustment mechanism is, right here. You can also use the 8mm socket, and pretty much it does the same thing. As you can see, you can do it this way as well, but the screwdriver actually works slightly better, because in case of the right side there is a battery in the way, and it's just easier to use the screwdriver to make this adjustment. And again, on the right side the adjustment mechanism is located right here, so you can access it with the Phillips screwdriver a lot easier. Insert it like right here, and again turn left or right. As for the high beam, the adjustment is done in a very similar way, and I'll show you the adjustment mechanism. So same idea, you can insert the screwdriver, and again you can turn it and adjust it this way. And in case of our right light, which is this one, as you can see, the adjustment mechanism is clearly visible. In case of the other side, of the left side, it is located right here, and as you can see, it is actually covered with a plastic cover. I will try to show you, which is removable. That's why you actually don't see it on the other side, because it has been removed. On this side it's still there, and there is a reason for that. The reason is the high beam is being adjusted at the factory, and they normally don't recommend you to adjust it afterwards. That's why you see this cover. But if you need to do it, you can still do it. You can remove the cover and adjust the high beam as well. And right now we'll show you how the adjustment is being done. Alright, we made a couple of marks on the wall. There is one on this side and one on the other, and I'll show you what they mean. So our goal is to make these marks at the same height as this small dot on the low beam. So right now this dot is on the same height with this mark. The way to measure this is you need to use the level and the measuring tape. The bottom of the level is placed on top of the mark, as you can see, and because this is level, it is parallel to the ground, as I said, and then we use the measuring tape to measure the distance from the ground, and in this case it's approximately around 65 centimeters. And as you can tell, our mark is also around 65 centimeters away from the ground. The official recommendation from Acura is to have your vehicle 7.5 meters away from this mark, so your headlight has to be 7.5 meters away. In this case, the light pattern or beam should be approximately around 2 inches below the mark, so the center of the light should be below this mark. Right now the distance is approximately 1 meter away from the wall, and I'll show you what I mean. And for this reason we actually lifted the light slightly, and right now it's slightly below this black mark, which means that when you drive, the beam of light actually goes kind of slopes down towards the road, opposed to being parallel to the ground. So one more time, in this case we are 1 meter away from the wall and our light beam is slightly below these black marks, which are in turn parallel to the dots on the light, on the low beam. Right here we have our 7.5 meter mark approximately, and this is what we meant when we said it's actually harder to see the light from here, the center of the light. To our eye it seems like right now it's approximately somewhere here, which is actually lower than 2 inches on the wall, from the mark on the wall. But the reason for that, another reason for that is that this the floor in the parking lot is not even. It kind of goes like this. So right now the vehicle is actually way below that line, and that's why you can't trust this measurement. That's why we decided to do it from 1 meter away from the wall. But if you can find the perfectly even ground, then definitely it's gonna probably work for you as well. We had this side actually quite low. We already adjusted it. It used to be approximately at this level, now it's significantly higher to match this side, so the balls are about the same now. And I'll show you guys how to adjust it. So if you want to lower the light, you have to actually turn the screwdriver clockwise. So down clockwise, up counterclockwise. So right now we'll actually aim our camera on the beam of light, and I will be lowering it down while turning the screwdriver clockwise. Okay, now it's actually lower than it used to be, and again you can compare it to the right side. Right side is still at the same level, and the left side is now lower than it was. So this is how it works. Now I will actually lift it up again, pull it up, so I will have to turn the screwdriver counterclockwise and the light will go up. And again, they are both approximately at the same level now. Alright guys, one more look. This is how our low beam looks like right now after the adjustment. And hopefully this will help you to adjust your lights. As for the high beam, the general rule is not to touch them because they should have been adjusted at the factory. That's why you should have those plastic caps there. But if you really need to do it, the idea will be very similar. Again, you have to use a screwdriver and adjust it this way. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.